Good morning. Hello there and happy day. I'm Reverend David Renee Jennings. This is Vicki Jennings, the music director at the Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral. Welcome to our second virtual presentation.
Good morning. We wanted to let you know that we are online this morning, Center for Spiritual Living Cape Coral, and just about every venue that we perform in. We are live on YouTube, we have a live stream on our website, and we're also live on Facebook. So catch us in any of those locations and say hi. Make a little post. We'd love to hear from you. We want you to know that you are welcome here, and we are excited that we are live streaming for the first time. Very exciting. It's time for our blessing now. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living. We know who you truly are. You are the spiritual image and likeness of God. We appreciate you, we love you, and we are grateful for you. Let us be the first to welcome you to the Center for Spiritual Living live streaming.
Indeed. We hope you'll stay in touch with us via Facebook during the week. We've got new content every day, including meditations, readings, and prayers. New content every day. So stay in touch. Reach out. All the very best. Thanks for being with us today. Stay tuned for an inspiring talk from Reverend Shel Redfern. All the very best.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Karen Gidley. I am a practitioner student at the Center for Spiritual Living in Cape Coral, Florida. And I have the honor today of doing meditation. And I would like to start with visualization meditation today. This allows us to relax using our imagination, and it helps to maintain an attitude of peace and calm in the world of chaos and change, and that's what we need today. So I would like to begin. So by simply just finding a comfortable spot to sit in and relax. Take a moment to sit back and relax, and gently close your eyes. Close your outer eyes and look into that inner eye, finding your peace and calm. Gently take a deep breath, deep into your abdomen. Release. Take one more nice deep breath in and release. And let this relaxation just start flowing over your body. So feel yourself in your body right now at this moment, relaxed. And as you breathe, just allow your body to completely and fully relax. The stress is flowing out of you with each breath. Your body is becoming limp and comfortable. Let the tension go from your brows. Let the tension go from your lips. And let the tension go from your eyes. Just relax in this comfortable darkness that surrounds you. Once you feel completely relaxed and centered, start to bring to your mind one of your favorite peaceful, beautiful places. This could be a place you've been before, like a silent redwood grove with full shade and towering ancient trees that protect you in their mammoth embrace. Or it could be a white sand beach, where the ocean waves gently lap the shore and smell of the sea makes you feel at home. It could be a place built entirely in your imagination, a lovely, slowly swaying bridge that you stand on, watching a babbling brook flow away beneath it. Or it could be an ancient oak in the autumn, something out of an old legend, or golden leaves fall around you as you sit under the shade. Whatever this special, peaceful place is for you, take some time to imagine it as completely as you can all around you. Once you have your special place in mind, bring yourself into the picture. Imagine that you're in this beautiful place. Put yourself there. Take a walk and look at all the lovely, peaceful, relaxing surroundings. Before you were looking at this place, this beautiful, peaceful scene like a painting from a distance, now you're in the scene, you're living it. Be there right now. What do you see around you? There's no need to actually verbally answer this question. Just look around and see what you see. What is in the scene most relaxing to you? Take a walk in this special place and see all that you can see. What do you smell in the air? Can you smell the trees and the soil of the forest floor beneath you? Do you smell the salty air of the ocean side? Bring scent into your visualization. Smell the air where you are. Reach out and touch something that's attractive and peaceful to you. How does it feel? Is it soft to your touch? You're living in the scene. You can feel the ground beneath you and the air on your skin. How does it feel? Take a moment to listen. What sounds do you hear in this beautiful new surrounding? Can you hear birds chirping in the woods? Do you hear the ocean waves in their perpetual booming rhythm? Perhaps there's music from an ancient flute in the background. Or maybe you hear the voice of an old friend that soothes and calms you. Whatever you hear, take a moment right now to enjoy listening to it. You can stay in this scene as long as you want to, enjoying the moment. Feel free to walk around this special place as long as you want. It's yours. You can change the scene as you wish. Remember this special place. It's always here for you. You can come back to it whenever you wish. You need not be afraid to lose it. It's always with you. Take this meditation into silence. Enjoy what you have created. Feel the love, the calm, and the peace. Know that this is yours. Relaxation that you feel right now, at this moment in your body, is yours to call on at any time that you wish. Allow yourself to slowly come back to the comfortable darkness that was before you imagined this special place. And when you're ready in your own time, you can slowly open your eyes and come back to this moment. I'd like to take this into prayer, knowing that there is one God, one peace, one love, and I am one with this love, this peace I call God. Just as each and every one listening to this is also one with God. And knowing that in this time, this world of chaos is a beautiful time to embrace and know that everyone is coming together and helping each other and finding the love and the peace in their heart and doing good. And this is all God. These are all aspects of God expressing through each and every one of us. And I know this truth is true, and I am so grateful knowing this truth. And I release this to the divine mind, knowing that it is already done. And together we can say, and so it is. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Barbara Gilfillian. I am a licensed practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living in Cape Coral. And I'm honored to present the reading today, our first virtual Sunday service. Isn't it exciting? A lot of stuff going on behind the scenes, guys, but we're all happy to be here. So the reading today is from the book Essential Ernest Holmes. It's a collection of Ernest Holmes writings. In case you don't have it, in case you don't have it, I'm sure that you can buy it in the bookstore. Great book. Anyway, this reading comes from page 173. Those of us who believe in peace should work towards this end. Let us never forget that the very impulse of that movement is in the silent contemplation, the prayerful meditation, the sincere expectancy in our own minds. Are we ready for peace? When the world is ready for peace, it will have peace. When the individual is ready for peace, his thoughts will be so composed that he or she will find themselves living in peace. Even though the world that we appear in seems to be in the midst of chaos and confusion, let us contemplate this thought. I live in peace with God as my partner. I live in peace with the great creator, the maker and the sustainer of all is within me. It is the parent mind. It is the divine source in which my life and in which all life is rooted. I seek to persist in a belief of this perfect unity with the divine, the divinity. My divinity is at peace within all, and so it is. So let's take this reading into prayer. What I know is that there is one power and presence, one divine beingness. This beingness is oneness, oneness with all of life. Each and every person, each and every living thing, each and every living organism is a part of this wholeness. There are no exceptions. And so I claim this for me. I claim this for each one here and beyond, knowing that each one is this perfect life, this God life. That no matter what circumstances there may be in the outer world, that this peace is within, this joy is within, this prosperity is within. And so as each one claims this good for themselves, their relationships blossom. The sharing of their creative self-expression blossoms. Their abundance blossoms. And so each one lives in this perfect life as each one believes. Perfect health is claimed through wholeness, wholeness of the divine, wholeness of the knowingness, wholeness of the claiming this. And this is what I do here today in this prayer. I claim it. And so in added absolute gratitude for the knowing of this, I simply let it be. I allow the creative Lord to do its work. It is done right here and right now. And so I release it and I let it be. And so it is. And so it is. Okay, so now we are going to move into Reverend Shell's Zoom room. Bye, everyone. I hope to see you all soon. And remember, if anyone would like prayer, please go on to our website, cslcapecoral.org. Right at the top, it says prayer request. Bless you all.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. I am so glad to virtually see you and have you come together in this way. We're very fortunate to have these means to get together, even if we can't be together inside the building. Today, we're going to talk about how to create calm in a world of chaos. How to create calm in a world of chaos. You know, before I go there, I want to say a special thank you to our practitioners and ministers. They've been posting prayers or meditations or those sort of things every single day. I've been doing this as well, and hopefully you've been seeing them. If you have not, it's in our Facebook group, Center for Spiritual Living, Cape Coral. You have to have the whole thing in there in order to find us. And there's a page and there's a group. Now the group allows us to interact, whereas the page, we can post things, but you can't post back with us. So this is being streamed right now to our Facebook group. Hopefully you're there watching us. It's also being streamed to YouTube and to our website. So I'm really glad that you found us. However you got here, I'm really glad you found us. And hopefully you can be in a space where you can communicate with us as we move forward. So all that said, how to create calm in a world of chaos. This past week, I had the opportunity to see a wonderful video by Greg Braden. If you don't know who Greg Braden is, I highly recommend you look him up. He is just an absolutely brilliant scientist, and he's also a metaphysician, and he's into all kinds of cool stuff. Now, this video was all about COVID-19, and it was about how COVID-19 got named, what it means for us, the kinds of impacts, what we can do to help ourselves, and so on. It was just very straightforward and pure people speak so that we could understand better what was going on. Excellent video. After that, there was a follow-up video where he answered questions. He did like a Q&A thing. He said something brilliant, I think, in this video. It's where he started in this second video. And his remark was that we are going through the stages of grief right now, like the Kubler-Ross stages of grief, that is happening to each and every one of us. And what are we grieving? We're grieving the loss of the way life was. And we're having to take a look at how life is going to be for a little while and figure out what we're going to do with that. So let's first look at these stages of grief and see if you can recognize any of them in yourself. Maybe you're here. The first one is denial. Denying that the situation even exists, turning your back to it. It's not real. This can't be happening. Denial. The second is anger. Oh, now I see, I caught myself. You're really angry that this is going on. You want it to stop, you know, that kind of feeling on the inside. The third is, sorry, I'm gonna need my glasses, depression. Now you're depressed. Now, okay, reality is hit, and you're not denying it anymore. You're not angry about it anymore. In fact, you're upset that this happened. The fourth one is bargaining. So now you're in a struggle pattern. You're bargaining with yourself on how you're going to approach this. You're bargaining with the situation itself. Is this real? What do I really have to do? What do I really not have to do? And so on. And then the last stage is acceptance. And that's saying, okay, this is what it is, and what am I going to do from here? Now, though there are these 5 stages of grief, they're not linear in nature at all. It's not like you move from denial to anger to depression to bargaining to acceptance. And it happens in that order. So if you're at acceptance right now, you know that this isn't going to go on anymore. Now, whether you have whether you have lost a person or right now we're talking about the loss of freedom to some extent, right? We're staying in our houses, so we've lost a little bit of our freedom right now. So where is freedom really? That's right. But it feels like we're constricted. It feels like we're restrained right now. And we're losing a way of life, a way of being that we had gotten quite used to. So we're going to go through these processes. But again, it's not linear. It's almost like an elevator. I think it was Reverend David that referred to it that way once. And I think it's actually a brilliant way to refer. So if denial is floor number 1, and then anger is floor number 2, and so on and so on, it doesn't go straight up and down. It'll go from 1 to 3. Sometimes it'll go from 3 to 5, sometimes from 5 right down to 1. This is not a linear process. This is something that's going to happen, and you're going to visit it and revisit it and revisit it. And that's okay. This is part of this experience. And I think that Greg was brilliant in bringing that forward. It actually reminds me of a dear one to me who had lost his wife. And he was going through life and doing just fine. And he was moving, had everything packed up for his home. And when he went and moved their bed, one of her shoes was underneath that bed. And suddenly he went from fully functional to on his knees in grief. We've all been there. If we've lost somebody near and dear to us, we've all been there. And there might be some of that happening with you right now. So what I'm going to encourage you to do is to feel those feelings. Feel those feelings. It's okay that you're angry. It's okay that you're depressed. It's okay that you're bargaining. It's okay that you were accepting it just fine yesterday, and today you're not accepting it at all. That is part of the process of learning this new way of being, of cultivating a new way of being. And we've got to feel those feelings. Now, you all know that one of my favorites, you guys have been figuring this out this week, is Mark Nepo. This is one of my favorite books. It's one that I read just about every morning. And just a couple days ago, there was a reading called Feel Your Feelings. And it goes like this. This sounds pretty simple, but those it's easy to know that you have feeling, easy to know their weight and their agitation and suddenness of mood. It is another more subtle matter to feel them. That is, to let them penetrate your being the way the wind snaps through a flag. Great visual, I love them. This is necessary because if we don't feel our feelings all the way through, they never leave us. Let's read that again, okay? This is necessary because if we don't feel our feelings all the way through, they never leave us. And then we do all kinds of unusual things to get out from under them. This is the cause of many an addiction. I've diverted myself many times by becoming involved in what surrounds my pain or sadness, while never feeling the thing itself. Have you ever been there? Maybe you're there a little bit now. Let's read that one again. I've diverted myself many times by becoming involved in what surrounds my pain or sadness, while never feeling the thing itself. We can do this. We can get ourselves caught up in all kinds of diversions, right? You know, watching TV, playing on Facebook, you know, playing on the computer. There are a ton of diversions. So we don't have to feel what we're feeling about the situation that we're in right now. But as Mark is so wisely pointing out here, if we don't feel our feelings, we're going to get buried underneath them. So the idea is to say, okay, there are these stages of grief. I'm grieving the life that I had up until about 10 days ago, and it's real. And this situation is very real, and we could be in it for, we don't even know how long. Feel the feelings. What else does Mark say? Let's look. So when someone asks me how I feel, I wind up retelling the circumstance of the pain, but not feeling it. To me, that's one of the most brilliant lines in this whole entire thing. We find ourselves often talking about a circumstance and retelling our story, right? And in retelling the story, we can cultivate maybe some pity, maybe some people cheering for us, or a lot of other things. But it keeps us from feeling what that story really brought up in us. Gotta feel the feeling. Gotta feel the feeling, because then we have no need to keep telling the story. We talk a lot about what story are you telling yourself? What story are you living from? What story are you living in, right? Well, part of the reason that we choose painful stories to tell is because we don't want to experience pain. It seems funny, but if you're telling the story, you're not in that pain. You're not in that pain at all, right? So, onward. So when someone asks me how I feel, I wind up retelling the circumstance of the pain, but not feeling it. Sorry about that. Or strategizing what to do next, but not feeling it. We do that too, right? Or anticipating reactions, but not feeling what is mine to feel. Or swimming in the anger of injustice, but not diving through the wound. Though we fear it, feeling our feelings is the only way clear and direct to free our hearts from pain. Feeling our feelings. So we've come to understand that we are grieving here right now. And I'm encouraging you to feel those feelings all the way through. You don't have to pitch a tent there. You know, just what's coming up for me in this right now? How am I really feeling about this right now? What is missing to me right now? What's going good right now? What am I happy about right now? It doesn't have to be all negative. I've had a great experience being with my husband. It's awesome. We've never spent this much time together unless we're on vacation. So we're in the same house, we're doing the same stuff. You should see our dogs have actually calmed down considerably, and so have the cats. It's helped me become aware of what our presence in this home, the impact that that has on our four-leggeds. It's really quite amazing. There's been a huge change in them. So what does that look like for you? What does it look like for you? to feel all the way through your feelings, positive and negative, allowing the anger to come up, allowing the negativity to come up. Leland and I had a really great talk yesterday, and we were talking about creating a new normal. So on the other side of all of these feelings, on the other side of this grief, what I've really come to understand is I have not recreated my normal yet. In other words, I had a routine of sorts. I mean, if anybody's ever seen my calendar is full, but also if you see my calendar, there are things that I do on a weekly basis all the time. For example, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday morning, I did yoga. That was the first thing I did in the morning. Every day I get up and I do my spiritual practices. I pray, I write in my journal, I read my mark, and that's part of what I do every day. Well, we've been sleeping in, so some days I've been doing some of my spiritual practices, but maybe not all of them. Some days I've been doing all of them. Some days I've been doing none of them, quite frankly. I'm human, having a human experience. So I'm needing to create a new normal. Thursdays were potato chip Thursdays. I go and have lunch with my parents. You guys know how important that is to me. This last Thursday, when it was potato chip Thursday time, we FaceTimed each other so that we could connect and see each other and talk like we usually do on potato chip Thursday. So that's going to be part of my new normal. What's going to be part of your new normal? What's going to become a new pattern for you to follow so that you can find some comfort in these changes? My recommendation to you is to create consciously what your new normal looks like. For example, today I signed up for, I think it's Gaiam. It's a website or a streaming app where I can now do yoga every day again. They have lots of yoga classes and spiritual movies, which is really awesome. Leland and I have committed to doing walking and to getting on our bike and to do things like this. And so if we're together 24/7 in this house, Leland and I, what do we want that to look like? What do we want that to be shaped like? Because we're probably going to be this way for a few more weeks. So what's our new normal? What's our new normal? Part of creating the new normal is saying, okay, it didn't used to be this way, and that's okay. Feeling the feelings of loss, feeling the feelings of fear, feeling the feelings of maybe anger, feeling the feelings of, gosh, this is great, I get to hang out with Leland. And then moving from there, creating a new normal. So that's what I got to say today. And I know that what the question on everybody's mind is what? Oh yeah, what would Ernest Holmes say? I'm so glad you asked. This is from How to Use the Science of Mind. And it's a chapter that's called Technique for Practice. This is really cool, you're gonna love this. This is not a process of adjusting reality to the condition that needs to be changed, but of adjusting the condition that needs to be changed to a reality that already exists. I got to tell you, reality in this case was cap R. So we're talking about the big reality that already exists. I love this next line. The physician or surgeon relies on nature to do the healing while he makes such mechanical adjustments as are necessary. Isn't that awesome? The psychologist resolves mental and emotional conflicts that the mind may heal itself. The metaphysician also removes obstructions and adjusts the condition to a greater reality. The spiritual practitioner does not make a demonstration merely by saying peace where there is no peace. He makes a demonstration only when confusion is converted into peace. The authority of his words rests finally in those words accomplished. It is the results that prove his theory. Where inspiration has failed, he now begins to make certain statements, like, for example, God is neither depressed nor confused. There is no life apart from God. God is not afraid of anything. At this point, some image of fear may arise. He continues his treatment by saying, there is no reality to this fear. There is nothing in my consciousness that accepts it. There is not real law to enforce it, and none believing in it. He is presenting an argument to his mind and to his thought. He says, my mind is the mind of God. It is always calm and peaceful. As he continues in such statements, he finds he is lifting his mentality to a place where his vision becomes adjusted to a new point of view. He is demonstrating his position. He is adjusting experience to a fundamental harmony which exists in the universe. There is no illusion about this, for harmony begins to appear. Illusions can change, but realities can't. A knowledge of truth can dispute an illusion, but illusions never dissipate truth. The divine presence has never for one moment left any object, any person, or anything, from the smallest to the greatest. The divine presence is always harmony and wholeness. And this divine presence is you. And this divine presence is this world. And the divine presence is what is happening right now in this world. It is the world reordering itself to greater yet to be. And we get to be part of that. Exciting. So let's go create a new reality that works for us. The peace is here. It's up for us to say yes to it. So how about we take this into prayer? So knowing together there is one peace, one power, one calm, one light, one life. That life is God's life, that life is my life. That is the life of each one following this virtual celebration. Each of us is stardust made manifest, God coming into form as it can only come into form by means of each one here. And this is what I know. That though there appears to be chaos, it is the world reordering itself into greater yet to be, and we are all part of that. We are all part of that. So underneath all that appears to be chaos is the calm of God, is the peace of God, is the love of God, is the light of God, and we recognize it as our experience of life right here, right now. We create a space for every single feeling that emerges in each and every one of us, and allow those feelings to be felt so that they can be released, and we can move to a place of calm, a place of peace that is always waiting for us only to recognize its presence. We are clear, we are calm, we are safe, we are well. In this I find great peace. So it is in this space of peaceful calm that I turn this prayer over. Not only this prayer, this love, this life, this experience over. All is well. All is well. So let's anchor this together by saying, and so it is. Many thanks to my cameraman, Leland. Thank you, Leland. Y'all have an awesome day, and we will see you soon. Peace and blessings.
Hello, friends. My name is Pam Lambert. I'm a practitioner at the center here at Center for Spiritual Living Cape Coral, and I'm a new member of the Leadership Council. And today, right now, is the time where we practice our law of circulation, our ways to donate to the center to pay our expenses. There's many ways. We make it very easy. You can text, you can do PayPal, AutoPay, Breeze. I have a check sent every month to the center. We are a tithing center. Everything that that comes in, we tithe 10% to the county, Lee County, and also our home office. And while Reverend Shell is giving us a wonderful Sunday service, we still have expenses, even though we don't have the physical building to meet in. We're not buying coffee or paper products or toilet paper, but we all are paying all the other bills that we need to do to keep our beautiful building going. So just remember, as you give, it is given unto you. We bless the gifts and we bless the giver. And also just remember that you are always safe. Everything is in divine order and you are always divinely guided. So thank you so much for your gifts. Thank you for your fellowship. And we look forward to seeing everyone in person soon. Thank you. Namaste.